Emotional and disturbing testimony today at the trial of a man accused of raping 2 women he met online, one on a Christian dating website. It all got underway today.
Prosecutors also revealed today what they say is further evidence against 38-year-old Sean Banks. San Diego 6's John Carroll live in the newsroom with what Banks' attorney had to say about today's testimony. John.
Jim, Netta, the attorney for Sean Banks, says his client is innocent, that the sex he had with 2 alleged victims was consensual. One of Banks' alleged victims told a very different story on the stand today. Prosecutors showed text messages they say a woman referred to as KK sent to Sean Banks, offering drinks and perhaps a movie at her apartment. But KK says when Banks got there, it quickly became clear he was after more than an innocent date.
Took his hand and pushed my leg open and put his hand down my pants.
KK says the advance surprised and shocked her. The judge ordered us not to show the alleged victim's face and to disguise her voice. The two met on the Christian dating website Christian Mingle, and she says she made it clear sex was not in the cards. But she says Banks had other plans.
I couldn't believe that was happening, and I just at the top of my lungs screamed, "Please."
KK says Banks grabbed her arm, dragged her to her bedroom, and forced himself on top of her.
At that point, I felt like he was going to go too far.
What did you think was going to happen to you at that point?
I thought he was going to rape me.
She says Banks held her down and raped her until she screamed. That's when she says he stopped, got up, and seemed irritated.
He said, "So do you want me to leave?"
How did you respond?
I was crying, and I said yes.
A second woman, identified only as R.O., is expected to take the stand on Thursday. She says Banks raped her in 2009 after the two met on Match.com. She didn't call police initially, coming forward only after La Mesa police put out a news release asking for information from any women who thought they might have been victimized by Sean Banks. And prosecutors also said today that police found on Banks' computer a downloaded book called For a Guy Who's Fed Up Being a Nice Guy, a how-to guide for dating and seduction techniques. If Banks is convicted on all charges, he faces 44 years to life in prison. Live in the newsroom tonight, John Carroll, San Diego 6 News.